In the previous video, we showed how you can make PVC frame for the vocal booth at home. And this is the parts that we used in that video. These parts make the 3x3, 36 by 36 inches booth. These long poles, you're gonna have 8 poles like that. They are about 6 feet tall, or you can make it 6.5, whatever fits your height. These poles are cut at 26 inches. With that, an additional thing, it all adds up to about 36 inches length. We used only the T-connectors and the corner connectors. The reason we use this 90 degrees elbows and only the T-connectors, because they easily can be found in any department store, and three-way connectors is sometimes difficult to find. They don't always have them. So these little connections that we used between the T-connector and the elbow connector is where the magic happens. That's where if you can replace this with a longer connector like that, then your booth becomes larger. And all you need to do to make sure that you cut parallel sides the same size. So you cut two parallel sides the same size, and you can expand your booth. So if you want to extend this booth and make it 3 by 4, we just need to take this joint and replace it with the longer, and you can cut as much that you want, the length, and then the whole structure is going to move over just like this. Just like that. So we took this small joint and replaced it with the longer, and now we have 36 by 48 booth frame. So I'm going to connect it now, and the next step is going to be create the base that would look pretty much the same. But now I assembled the top rectangle, and it is here we have 51 total, and here we have now 36 total. Obviously you can make this longer, you can make it shorter. I wouldn't recommend make it longer than this. This one is 27 inches because you want more support to that. The same thing, if you want, you can do the same thing here, or you can do the same thing here. You can simply open this one, remove this small connector, and use this. The same here. Now this structure becomes 50 by 50. You can expand that corner, you can expand those other corners, so you can make it as large as you want. And obviously the lengths of this, you can cut out a little longer, a little shorter, so it becomes very flexible. And you will see that each of those will provide distributed support. Now I'm going to take this one out to make it back a little smaller. Right now we don't glue the frame, we're not gluing the connection because it's just for the demonstration purposes. We strongly recommend that you use the PVC glue, the cement, and you make sure you push it very, very tight. And we just spray this end over here. And it becomes the lubricant by itself, it just goes on easy. So now the connection is strong. Now it probably makes sense first to assemble it without the glue, dry assembly, and make sure that all parts fit, everything is good, and then you just go and put the glue on the joint. Otherwise, if you made a mistake, you see there are only like a few seconds, you can't separate it anymore. That's it, it's done. So now the top frame is assembled, and we're gonna assemble the base. Now these are not glued together frame, that's why they wobbly. If you glue the base first, then it's gonna be strong. It's not gonna be like what I'm making. In this assembly, we made a place for the door, for the entrance on this side. And you see there's no bar, so when you get in, you cannot stumble, you can comfortably walk in and out. But this can also be moved on the side, and we're going to show you how. So to move this door on this side, all we need to do is just to move these connectors over there, and that's it. Okay, so now we have the entrance over here. Just move these elbows from one end to the other one. Replace, basically what I did, I replaced a T connector with the 90 degrees elbow here and the same there. And that's it, now we have entrance here. Alright, so now we have the 3x4 booth. And you know, it's relatively comfortable. I guess you can walk in, you can put your microphone over here, and the blanket's gonna be there, so this is enough space. If you don't think it's enough space, we can expand it this way too, by simply adding the poles. I'm going to show you how to do it. Alright, so now to extend it, we're going to remove this part and replace these small joints with the larger ones. So now this booth becomes 3 by about 5.5. And when you build a booth like that, and you're going to put the blanket on top of it, this space, it would be good to have a connector over there. You can probably just use the strap, like a belt or something like that, and just to prevent the blanket from sagging down. And these are the special, we call it sound boost blankets, because they have already attached Velcro, and all you need to do is just tie it up to the frame. Ta-da! I didn't put the roof on that because the roof is, you know, I don't even need the roof for that. But you can already see here how the sound changed. Even I'm still outside the booth, I'm still talking, and there's still plenty of reflective walls. You can see how different, I hear how different the sound is. And inside that, it's going to be completely dead, completely echo-free environment. So yeah, that's how it is. Welcome to your booth. You see, I didn't even do the back of that because, you know, just 2 blankets. Normally for this 3x6 or 3x5, you would need 3 blankets like that and 1 on the top, so 4 blankets total. And that's pretty spacious booth. You can put the microphone here, you can put the chair, maybe a little desk, your computer. It's all nice. We are using 1-inch PVC frame, and others recommend to use 1.5 and 2-inch huge frame. So 1-inch makes the booth much cheaper to make because the poles itself cheaper, all the connections are much cheaper, but you see it's plenty strong. 1, 2, 3. Yes! Hello, my name is Adil Aliyev and I'm a founder of VocalBoothToGo. If you're gonna call the company, I'm probably gonna say my name is Jeff, so don't get confused. My name is not important. What important is we offer you this design for the PVC frame that you can do at home on your own. We call it the transformer because, as you saw in the video, you can easily, by changing these connectors, extend it, make it larger or make it smaller. It's very simple and plain assembly, and the parts are very much available. It's only T connector and elbow connector, just two parts, and obviously the straight poles. Why would we do that? It might seem silly for the company that sells vocal booths to offer people the PVC design, which is much cheaper than the metal frame that we sell with our vocal booths. But we kind of believe in providing people with solutions. This is just another solution. You're still gonna need the blankets. Producer choice blankets is the best sound absorption panel that you can ever find. You're welcome. Go ahead, build this one. Also, we changing the acoustic vocal booth frame from what it used to be assembly in the parts into expandable that has no assembly required at all. You just expand it and collapse it. With the PVC frame, once you do it, you have to glue all the parts. Once you glue it, you're done. It's not mobile anymore, it's not portable. So I'm not competing against ourselves, we just offer you another solution, and we just want to make sure that if you do your voiceover, that's what you do. You do your voiceover. You don't need to think how to make up the frame, how to do all that stuff and spend time online and researching this. Even more, some people called us and asked if we can actually pre-cut the pipes for them and ship it. Well, we didn't do that before, but we don't mind. You can tell us the size, we can cut the pipes for you, you can put it all together and wrap it up with the blankets and send it as one kit, and all you need to do is just assemble it and here you go.